Well, greetings, gamers. This is Dr. Ayleen, the Gaming Doc, and this is your place and your space to say, hey, where were you an hour ago? So we are chatting, chilling, relaxing, taking time to breathe and all of that just a little bit later because I had a Zoom meeting that I needed to attend this morning, and I figured, okay, well, we can still do both. So it's a little bit later in the day. I hope that the frame rate is still going to cooperate. So hi, how are you? How are you doing? JJ the Bunny! So we have JJ the Bunny, who I heard a new nickname for yesterday. Punny Bunny, and that should have been so obvious because JJ is like the king of puns. So, well, I would guess that, now it is after your, after lunch. So whatever it was you had for lunch, I hope that it was really good. And I hope that, bam! And, oh my gosh, bruh moment! It's so good to see you again, my friend. I'm so glad to see you there. And Silver Architect! Well, morning, evening to you, mods and chats. Hope you're all doing good, sis. Oh, doing really, really good. Okay, let me get caught up here. Yep, when you ask a boomer to type and do stuff at the same time, 6975. Bam. And we have, folks, Silver Architect, y'all need to go over because that is such a cool stream. Silver is just so friendly and amazing. And, and I hope you're doing better today. I hope you're doing, you're doing much better. And as I try to do two things at one time, there we go. I think I got that right. So, got some good news. You're home. Yay. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad that you were able to go home and hopefully, everything will settle in nicely and gently. And please, please, please take good care of yourself because, the world needs you. So we need you doing as well as possible and, lighting up your little corner of the universe like you do. We need that. So I'm glad that you're home. I'm glad that, you're doing a bit better. And, it's just so nice to get a little bit of good news. So thank you for sharing that. And as I mentioned, I was in a meeting earlier, and so that meant I had to delay my stream a little bit. But, we just do what we can do and adapt. And honestly, it's interesting because I am the president of a church, and I needed to take some time off to sort of, settle down a few things. I was going through some difficult times, and so now stepping back in, it's almost like, oh good, I get to step back into the arguments too. Yay! But, we do the best. Me on strict instructions from my nurse girlfriend to take it easy, and she's collecting me too, and to make sure I take it easy. Yes! Yes. I mean, at that point, I think I would probably hide all your shoes so you couldn't get up and go anywhere. But that is wonderful. And I'm so happy that you're feeling better and that you're doing better. And, because like I said, any bit of good news when good things are happening, there's always the sharing of bad news. But, oh my gosh, it's so nice to be able to share good news. And if anybody has any good news to share, please feel free to do so. And, because when something good happens for somebody, when they're able to express wow, this cool thing happened, it kind of gives us all a real reason to take a breath and think about the cool things that are happening with us. Because sometimes it is, all it takes is one person to say, you know what, something really cool happened and I'd like to share it. And suddenly it's like, oh, well, something cool happened with me. Something cool happened with me too. You know, it's that, you know, I find that feeling good can be very contagious. And when somebody feels good about themselves, it's kind of hard not to feel good about yourself around them. When somebody shares that they've overcome something, it's hard not to think about the things that we've overcome. So, you know, I made a very tasty egg sandwich. Bruh. Bruh, one of my favorite things in the world is an egg sandwich. Oh my God, ever since I was little, you know. Well, as my oldest asked me once I got home, did they find it? And I said, what? And he said, yeah, brain. Ruffle. I'm telling you, that's quick wit there. That's yeah, I got a comedian there with ya. Oh, bruh. But oh, now you've got me wanting an egg sandwich with toasted bread, tons of butter, and just like a little bit of cheese. You know, maybe I throw some bacon on it, maybe I throw a slice of ham on it, but just a pure egg sandwich. Also, there's the thing where you cut a hole in the center of a piece of bread and you butter it, and then you put it in the frying pan, you let that fry, and then when you turn it over, and then you crack an egg and you put it in the middle of it, and then you flip that over. If you have never tried that, that is truly wonderful. It is truly tasty because you have, you know, like the yolk of the egg is right in the center of the piece of toast. So, what is it? We used to call them one-eyed Susies, and you know, when I was young. But oh, I used to love that. But I mean, hey, enjoying a tasty egg sandwich is wonderful. And see, you not only inspired in me a fond remembrance of when I was younger, but also now I want an egg sandwich. And Papa Merritt in the house. And thank you for shouting yourself out. I appreciate that. See, Papa, you know, he got me set up with this whole shout out thing. And it's like, but I'm so glad you're here. Now you can do it. You're welcome, lol. Oh my gosh. And hey, folks, go check out Papa Merritt. And, you know, he like bro moments are, you know, there's these amazing young and up and coming rising stars in the world of Twitch who are, you know, hitting the ground running with their streams and really working to build them up. So please, please, please. And my Jedi swag masters that are out there, I definitely, you know, want to show love and support for them. So, you know, I mean, it takes a village to not just raise a child. It takes a village to create amazing streams. Nobody, you know, I can't think of anybody who would be able to do this by themselves. I have had so much help and so much support. And, you know, and it's just, you know, this is about helping each other out, which is one of the coolest things that you can do, is that when you have an opportunity to not just help somebody else grow, but then be able to go, wow, you know, I can do that too. Or I did it and now somebody else gets to benefit from it. Anytime we can save somebody from having to reinvent the wheel by saying, hey, you know what? You know, here's a way that you can do this. Bloodchard! Bloodchard in the house! Let's shout out Bloodchard, who is an awesome sweetheart of a streamer who, I mean, his emotes are on one hand very creepy, on the other hand adorable. I'm not quite sure, and I have the feeling that, you know, that kind of describes Bloodchard in one way. There's that, okay, what's Bloodchard gonna do? And oh my God, Bloodchard's adorable. So, you know, definitely go check out, support Bloodchard, and, you know, and you definitely will not at all, you know, regret hitting any of these. And the best part is all you have to do is, like, you know, do a little click on the name and it can take you right there. Give them a follow, because, you know, these are all folks who are just so supportive and so there, and not just for me. I mean, you know, JJ and Papa and you know and Bloodchard and you know and Bra Moment. Now, yeah, Bra Moment was a part of my original crew, who was, you know, my very 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 first stream. You know, Bra Moments was a part of, which was actually, I mean, it was so cool, and I have a special place in my heart for the group known as the Jedi Swag Masters. I'm there for anyone, everyone, and someone. Yep. And, you know, and I, a decent, oh, I'll bet it was better than decent. Oh my gosh, I'm going to have to go and check out the VOD for that. I will definitely, because I will probably debate. I would probably say it was awesome. And I haven't even been there. But, you know, everybody go and check out. If you're watching this video after the fact, if you're watching it later on in the day, you know, please, please, please go check out some of these folks, because they are really, really cool. And, you know, and because of all the support they give. I mean, you know, Bloodchard, I see you in so many streams with, you know, with gamers being there and being supportive, and JJ and you know, Papa, and, you know, and always offering to help, always offering, you know, it's like, hey, even if it's just hanging out in a lurk, you know, that makes a difference. And when it comes down to us being able to make a difference for one another, I mean, that's the best. That is the absolute best. The reason why it's decent, because the stream was being unstable and caused me to end. Okay, so you had an awesome stream with uncooperative frame rates. So it was an awesome stream that could not fully get presented. But, you know, it really is, you know, just so cool to get to know so many people who, you know, are just there. And it's not even about, you know, what it is that, you know, that we do. And yeah, we all want to have that outcome be perfect. We all want to have that. It's like, all right, you know, the lighting's perfect and all of this. And, you know, there isn't something weird in the background, or, you know, Luna isn't meowing incessantly. And sometimes, you know, it doesn't cooperate. Sometimes the internet, you know, forces just do not land on our side, or sometimes there's trucks going by, you know, or whatever. But the thing is, the transmission does not determine the value of what was presented. And, you know, I had new people pop in my chat from playing a popular game in Roblox. Oh, cool. Lady Oric! Oh, folks! Oh, please, please, please give much love and appreciation to my sister from another mister, and the dancing queen of Twitch, Lady Oric, who, if you go to her stream, you will not only get an entertaining commentary, interesting gameplay, you will also get the opportunity to be reminded to smile and see some awesome dancing and singing, because she knows how to appreciate. You follow her, you sub her, she is going to show that appreciation. So, mwah, my dear, I hope everything is going well for you. I'm so happy you're able to stop by. Yes, this is, and I don't know why why my chatbot is not saying all of the goodies for my nameless family. So, Roblox has some really cool games. Like, people can recreate a whole game in just Roblox. Roblox. I do not know what Roblox is. Also, Papa, can you shout out Lady Oric, please? And what is Roblox? I don't know. Is that like Minecraft, where, you know, you take blocks and you put things together? I don't know. But, you know, I saw someone make Insurgency Sandstorm in Roblox, and it looked exactly like the real game. No, it's nothing like that. Well, you know, I'm just an old boomer that lives on a mountain. Y'all need to educate me. Hard to describe, okay? Alrighty, well, let's see. Maybe Bloodchard can help you guys out. And, you know, it's that is the thing that amazes me about gaming. In a few years, you'll be living on the road. That is right, my friend. I will be retiring in 2024, and I will be hitting the road, and I will be streaming from the road, and I will be in an RV with Luna and a Rottweiler whose name will be Carl. It's older than Minecraft, and it's free. Oh, okay. And you build games with it. Well, I mean, hey, for anybody else who doesn't know what it is, let us know. Clue us in. Give us the 411. Is that still cool to say? I don't know. It used to be, it's like, hey, give me the 411 on that. So, it is, yes, and if I have totally cringed, live with it. I'm old. So, and there's, okay, so it's doing the Nameless Family announcements. Yeah, you get the 411 on something. See, that used to be, I never heard that before. 411 used to be where you dial for information on things. So if you wanted to find something out, well, back in the olden days, if you wanted to find out something, you had to call the operator. And there were operators who would be sitting there. And if you needed a phone number, it's a US thing. And it is a bit of an older thing. Roblox was first released in Minecraft 2011. And it is, I'm just not old enough to know. Yes, it is. We used to, back in the days when in order to find out what time it was, you would dial popcorn, and then you would get, it's like, the time is, and it was a recording and it would told you the time, and every year on New Year's Eve, the system would crash because everybody wanted to hear the time click over from, 11:59 to midnight. I must be on the wrong side of the age. I know that saying. Yeah. Hey, you remember calling for the time? Yep. You dialed popcorn, and this was before. Now just to clue y'all in, there was a time when you called somebody, and of course everything was a landline. Everything was the phone on the wall. If you called somebody and the line was busy, you could call the operator, say you had an emergency and you needed to break into that person's conversation. And we would do this to, like, if somebody was on the phone and we needed to give one of our friends a message, we would say, it's like, oh, well, there's an emergency. So the operator would cut in and say, we have an emergency call coming through. Will you accept the call? And so you had like about 10 seconds to go, okay, the party's going to be at Bob's house. We're going to be there at 7:30. And, and once the operator realized it wasn't an emergency, they'd cut you off. But you had about 10 seconds. I was around before call waiting. When call waiting came out, it was like, that was the height of technology at that time. So we would, it was like, it's like, wow, you can click the receiver, which was like the handle where the handset was, and it was like, you click it once and then you go to the next call and then you could click it again. Well, and then after that, we had where you could click it twice and you could connect the calls, and that was called three-way calling. That was so exciting for us. And, it's like, yeah, I cannot be the only one old enough to remember some of that stuff. But, the idea that we could, call, and then there was 411, and you would call and you could ask, it was information. And if you needed to know an address, if you needed to know a phone number, if you needed to know the name of all 7 reindeer, you could call up 411, and I'm sure they got tired of like naming all of the dwarfs, but they were information. And there's Luna. Hey, Luna. Okay, you stay over there. So, for those of you who, kind of are a little bit, born after some of that those technological advances that we thought were so amazing. Back when the first car phones, they weren't cell phones, or mobile phones, they were car phones. They were about the size of a brick. You had to have the unit installed in your car, but that was considered, oh my gosh, amazing. And you had a big antenna that was hooked to the car, and, it got hooked to the battery and everything. And now the fact that, oh my gosh, we've got this and don't even think about it. The bag phones were first. Yep, that is true. And, it was like, when I think about how technology has changed just in my lifetime, I mean, because, during my lifetime, was, so many developments. I mean, we went from cars to landing on the moon and the computer technology that was available. When my ex-husband brought home his first 128K Macintosh, where at that time 128K was like, you were hooked into NASA. It was amazing. And wow, and we could get online in maybe just 15 minutes. So yeah, oh my God, I'd forgotten about the bag phones. Oh my goodness. Thanks for that little trip down memory lane. The point is that sometimes I just stop and think, what is technology going to be in the next 20 years, in the next 30 years? The old WAP internet connection. That's right. The old Macs had more power than the rocket to the moon. Exactly. And, and now it's like, where it's like 4G, 5G. It's like, we had a 128K and we were grateful for it. And, but, it's like back when you had an old Texas Instrument computer, or, the floppy disks that were like this big. But, those of us who remember that and have seen the evolution of communication, and the evolution of game playing. I mean, back in the day when everybody had that little football game in school, and some of you older folks can remember that, the little football game in the school that was just the little red dot that would move up and move back and forth. And all the cool kids had those at school. Let's see, ding, I had the old TI. Oh my gosh. Yep, the old 5 3/4 inch discs. Okay, all you younger folks, Google up this stuff, because if nothing else, you will go, what? What did they use? Oh God, you remember the old football game? I mean, it was like, the height of gaming was Pong. And then we got up to games like Defenders and Galga. Google that stuff too, kids. There were a lot of us. I'm confused, but I don't really care because I'm in science. Yep. Lord Meteora! Oh my goodness. And Oblivious Lily! So good to see both of you here. Lord Meteora, I'm guessing you are on the road somewhere, or hopefully you got a chance to sit at home and relax. And Oblivious Lily, y'all need to go and see just such a neat stream. Oblivious Lily, is just such a sweetheart. And, and has some really, really, cool, entertaining commentary, engages with the chat. And, honestly, you want to click that name and, give a follow, because, we definitely need to have like really cool streams and really cool streamers, and, hey, every word is true, sweetie. You are just such a sweetheart. And, and it's always interesting to hear different people's voices. And, I Googled old Texas Instrument computer and expect to see one of those black and green terminals from Fallout 4. It's, wait, what happened? That bra moments expecting to see one of the old terminals from Fallout 4. Okay, not far off. It was, and it was like, you had green and like light green and darker green were the colors. No, before that, you know, yeah, it is, technology is just so cool. And for those of us who spent at least, almost half of our lives without it, I mean, it's just amazing as to what has happened and what is up to come. Yeah. When you think of Texas Instruments, think Commodore. Yeah, both came out roughly at the same time with roughly the same capabilities. I gave shout outs, then it kicked me out. Oh, I'm sorry, sweetie. Well, I'm glad you're back. Okay, why y'all making fun of my home state? Hey, Texas Instruments was like, that was in that time and at that day, it was considered like the height of technology or close to it. My first PC was a Commodore VIC-20. Oh, the nostalgia. Maybe we're gonna have a nostalgia day. We're gonna have you know what, y'all young people need to, go ahead, Google Commodore VIC-20. But actually, bro moments when you were talking about like the old Fallout, the Fallout 4 computers. We are Texas. We made a lot of old computers. I guess they mostly focus on calculators now. And oh Lord, don't get me started up on storage units, and good calculators. I use them all the time. Yep. And the Texas Instrument, my dad had one, and you did the programming on a cassette. You used a cassette to program it, and you would like type in everything, and then the computer would run the program based from the cassette. So, it is, and remember the old storage units that, would take like rooms to fill up, and in companies they had like these big huge rooms filled with these huge, storage units. Yep, I stored stuff on a cassette when I got started. Oh, I haven't used the Commodore, but I'm not very young. I think I'm caught in between the young age of 31. Well, you know what, sweetie? They've 31 has a lot of experience to it, as does 81, as does 18, as does 11. Everybody, no matter how old you are, and I'm a firm believer in this, no matter how old or young you are, you have a unique wisdom based on what your life experience is that nobody else has. So that means that what you know and what you've learned is absolutely valid. Anyone know what to do when you're exhausted but in school so you can't fall asleep? Well, we used to play this little football game on, where a red light would go back and forth, and, it was football. But, and actually, in all seriousness, Papa, take some good deep breaths, because when you take good deep breaths, like take a breath in and hold it for like, 3 seconds and then let it out, so that way, or take a few like short rapid breaths, because what you need to do is you need to get more oxygen to your brain. And when we start to feel tired, when we start to, kind of get, draw eyes on your lids. Oh my gosh. First Indiana Jones movie, where she said, love you. But yeah, we used to do things like that, draw eyes on our eyelids. And, we were easily amused back in the 60s, 70s, and early 80s. But, I had almost forgotten about that, Lily. Thank you for reminding me. In school, I learned the art of sleeping while sitting up. Yeah. Either that or you do one of these where you have your hand up like this. So not only is it holding up your head, but they can't tell that your eyes are closed. So as long as your book is open and your hand is on it, it's like you could usually get away with that. Or learn to sleep with your eyes open. Just open a little bit like... I actually knew somebody who could do that, and believe me, it's tremendously creepy. But yeah, just breathe in and reoxygenate your brain. The hand on the forehead is the way to go. Yep, because it's like, you look very intent and it's like, but the trick is don't snore. See, that's why you got to have your wingman or wing girl beside you. So if you do start to snore, they poke you. It's like, okay, shoot, I bowled 5 games yesterday and was exhausted this morning. Oh my gosh, you bowl? I do very well when, like the little bumper rails are up. And, I cannot, well, I was born left-handed. I got switched to being right-handed, which, had all kinds of effects on me. But I can honestly say I bowl equally bad with both hands. Oh, you played against your brother. Oh my gosh, I have not been bowling in a dog's age. Wow, that's an old statement. I haven't done X, Y, or Z in a dog's age, which, the whole idea is that dogs, it's like 7 years for every one. So anyway, I used to bowl, but I started to get carpal tunnel. Oh, so I had to stop. Yeah. Man, it is just, those little things like, playing pool. I knew friends, we'd get together and, sometimes on a Friday evening or a Saturday evening, we'd go down to, this one local pool place and, and we'd play pool. Again, bad at it, but we had fun. And, bowling. I miss playing pool. Still, you are you're a pool bunny? Whoa. Nice. Okay, so we add that to the list of the things. When we all meet up at TwitchCon, we're going to find a pool hall just so we can see JJ's moves. And meet you in a game of pool. Oh, shots fired. I'm the guy you didn't want to play with. Good enough to be annoying, but not good enough to win. Nice. Yeah, I was in our group, I was the decoy. Because what I would do is, it's like being very bad at it, but I was still entertainingly bad. So, all the really good players would be, they'd be spending so much time, laughing at my shenanigans that they wouldn't focus on their games so my friends could beat them. Oh, look at this. Papa Merritt's coming out with not just a pool challenge, but a bowling alley challenge. Well, but if he had to retire it due to health reasons. But yeah, think these are the types of things that I look forward to getting back to. And, being able to, my trick was putting my balls in front of yours. Oh, JJ. Oh, yeah. Funny bunny. But, yeah, it's, I used to bowl, then play pool every week. Then I got kicked out of the bar in the bowling alley, and my mom made the girl cry because she was a female dog to me. Aww. And that sounded really bad. You mean that wasn't intentional? Oh my God. And my parents are in a bowling league. It's in the wrong contents. That sentence could be taken taken the wrong way. Oh, yes, but it's tremendously entertaining. I mean, granted, very bizarre picture to go into the head, but so they stayed near the bar. Yeah, it's, well, hopefully you can get back into bowling, my friend. And, you can go and my sister used to bowl and, and she just loved it, Even worse when a bunny says it. Oh, the floppy ears and bunny pool balls. My parents don't really care if I bowl. Well, you know what? If you want to bowl, you bowl. I couldn't think of how else to say it. Oh, oh my gosh. Okay, so this is so cool. Love the smiles. Oh, love your smiles too. I mean, oh my gosh. Okay, JJ, that is memorable. That is I mean, honestly, I thought you were just being funny, and it's like, ooh, JJ's being a little risque. Oh my goodness. Exclamation blame JJ. Hey, for to bring out, I mean, that's really what this whole thing, what this stream is about. It's about finding reasons. I have my moments. Oh, I think it's more than just a few moments, my friend. But being able, with everything that's going on and all the stuff, to have a time where you can relax and you can laugh and you can take a moment of silliness and picturing JJ and his pool balls, but being able to just enjoy, just relax, be silly. I mean, I think that hashtag blame the bunny. I mean, we need to have like an emote that goes with that. But it's like, just being able to, I had a Zoom meeting, which is why the stream is later than it was, as I mentioned earlier. I like it. I like it. But, and there were some like, oh, really, oh God, issues. And, some things that were kind of weighing on me. And then, I come into the stream and we've got fun conversation going on and just having fun. And, here we are, Thursday, almost to Friday, within spitting distance of Friday, and being able to just laugh together, being able to have a good time and make that a command. Well, I tell you what, Papa, you're better, much better at that than I am. So why don't you put one together for me? But it really is nice to hang out with you guys. It is nice to have this community and to be able to share just foolishness and something funny, and being able to enjoy JJ's sense of humor and Papa Merritt's innovative nature. I'll set it up after school. I'll shoot you a text when I get out. Awesome. Yeah, I've got someone to see. I've got to head down into the valley to do treatments, and then I'll be heading back up. So I'll be back up here probably by about 3 o'clock, and making streams, because the thing is that and like with the streamers that are in this that are in the chat, and and people who don't just play a game. They entertain, they try to encourage, they give people an opportunity to just be silly and to have some humor and to have some fun. And it doesn't have to be trolling. So about 6 my time. It's something that this world needs, very much so. And every little bit of silliness that we can get in, every little bit of foolishness, every little bit of having a little humor at ourselves. Diona87! Oh my gosh, welcome. We've got a raid in. Thank you so much for coming in, Diona. Yeah, we're doing a little bit later than we normally do, but it's so nice to see you. I hope you had a lovely stream, and I'm guessing now folks, okay, yeah, well, there let goes. Yep, gotta go back to work. You know what, folks, you need to go and check out Diona in like the afternoons and stuff, because for somebody to get as much gaming and fun and silliness and actually some good lessons in gaming, to get that into these little compact spaces of time, Diona is the queen of that. So definitely go and check out her stream, give her a follow, because yeah, I don't know why because the chat bot is supposed to be doing stuff, but Hey, Diona, nameless family, my sister from another mister, and, going to make you blush. Oh, well, you missed JJ's ball comment later or earlier, so you can scroll back up in the chat and see that. So, yeah, blushing is, that train has left the station. I can get it, don't you worry. So you lurk, you enjoy. Mwah, Diona, like I said, folks, you want to find a real sweetheart who engages and who entertains, definitely go check out Diona. And, and there's lots of folks who are on here every single day helping to make other people's lives better, helping to, to add to some of the joy in the world. And that is just so amazing. And it is the absolute best part. We got to get you alert command as well. Hey, thank you, dude. You work on that for me. Thank you. And, it just being that sense of community, being that space where people can be able to, say, hey, I know how to do something. Let me help you out with that. Or, wow, I could use some help with this. I'm telling you, mwah. Papa Merit, my new go-to for, for like, how do you make this work? Who really helps out a lot, and and JJ who moderates and entertains, and a lot of people, they also have their full-time jobs and all of that stuff, who can't stream very often, which is why it's so important to follow these folks, because of the fact that they they are able to provide something that is amazing. And they can't do it all the time. So when you follow them, you get notified when they do. Me who helps for commands. Yep. I'm telling you, he is my command captain. Captain Command. Oh my gosh. I've got a superhero name for you, Papa. Captain Commands. But, it just, and if you're watching this, whether you're in the stream, whether you're in the Loving Lurkers Lounge, or whether you're watching this video after the fact, you matter. And if you're going through something, if you're going through a hard time, if you're going, if you're having, if life is not being real gentle with you, first off, I'm sorry. Second, please know that there are places you can go, there's support you can get, and even if you just need to be distracted for a little bit, you can go and, and hit these gamers, and yep, you go get lunch, sweetie, enjoy it. Or even advice, there you go. There are places that you can go, there are streams, find your favorite game, and, and go on that stream and just hang out. And talk to people and engage. And you can always come here. And you can always find me through Discord, and I'm also on Twitter, and if you need to message me, if there's something going on that you could maybe use another perspective on, because that's the best part, is that we can have an opportunity here to get all these different perspectives. And when it's amazing how somebody says on a stream, it's like, I could really use some help with this, you'll have like 3-4 people saying, it's like, hey, I could give you a hand with that, no problem. They don't even know them. And it's like, oh, well, if you need a help, yeah, I can give you a hand with that. And and it's just amazing. And it's heartening. And it's, whenever people talk about, oh, well, the internet is a cesspool and there's nothing positive on it, obviously you're not looking hard enough. You're not looking past the headlines. You're not looking past the bad news. You're not looking past, because unfortunately, negativity sells. Negativity gets people clicking on links, which is sad, because I would love to see that turned around. Because truly, the folks that I've met here exemplify the term, be the change you want to see in the world. And whether it's just, helping out or giving us all a chuckle, whether it's, just kind of, just saying to somebody, hey, hi, great to see you, great to have you here. Or whether it becomes, hey, let's have a conversation, we can take this offline and we can talk about it. All of those things are an amazing part of what this technology allows us. And having grown up without it, I really appreciate it. I appreciate the potential of, just connecting through this. So, yeah, if you have something that you want to talk about, if you have something that is weighing on you, maybe that you could use an extra perspective on, if you have something that you want to, oh my gosh, Kent Sauceborn! Welcome, 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 welcome. So happy. Thank you so much for the follow. Happy to have you here. And if if you are a streamer, then feel free to let us know what your stream is. And we'll be happy to get you linked in and all of that stuff. And if you're not a streamer, then if there's anything that you want to find out about, then there's lots of folks you can ask and you can bring it up. But I'm so happy to have you here. It is so nice. Yay. And thank you so much for the follow. It really is such an amazing opportunity to connect and to be there for people and to demonstrate how much we can care about other people who we've never even met. And that is just such a cool thing, because you never know when somebody may need to hear, I'm proud of you. They may need to hear, I'm sorry. They may need to hear, you've got this. You can do this. And if you need help, you've got it. And, for that level of connection, for that level of saying, you know what, you matter to me. And it doesn't matter if we've never met. It doesn't matter if we would pass each other on the street and never even know each other. Creating a connection, creating a safe space, creating an opportunity to hear something other than what's bad's going on in the world. And it's not that we pretend that the bad stuff isn't happening, because it doesn't get resolved if we pretend it's not happening. And, that's gone on for a very long time. And now, it's at least when we see all of this hard stuff and all of this negativity, at least it's out where we can see it. It's not hiding anywhere. It's out so we can look at it and say, okay, now we can see what it is we want to fix. Growing up in the 60s and in the 70s meant seeing that, unfortunately, a lot of this stuff, it's not new. And, it's been going on for a whole long time. And yet for a long time, it went underground. It went below the surface. So yes, we need to acknowledge that hard stuff that's happening so we can do something about it. And, I say that there's nothing wrong with being angry, because everything has both a light and shadow side, including our emotions. And the light side of anger is conviction. The light side of anger is determination to change something that's unjust. The light side of anger is to say, you know what? No, this is not okay, and we're going to make this better, doggone it. Where the shadow side is just rage. Rage takes away control. Rage, goes into a frustrated place. Rage often gets misdirected. It's like, someone gets mad about something that happened, and because they can't focus their rage on that, the next person to even remotely, cross their path is going to get it with, bam. So when we consider, that there is that opportunity to make change and to not accept things the way they are, that's amazing and it's wonderful. And yes, we all need to fight the good fight. And at the same time, we need to be able to be silly. We need to be able to relax. We need to be able to take a break. And it's very easy for the world to come crashing in. And the good parts of the world can come crashing in too. And I want to be able to have this be a space, and it's with such wonderful people who come in and who help out and who participate. This is your space too. This isn't just, my place. This is everybody's. We all get to enjoy. We all get to take a breath. We all get to relax. We all get to giggle over somebody's really, almost cringeworthy pun, but it's hilarious. It's a safe place to say, you know what? I'm really proud of something I did, and I want to share it so that we can all celebrate with you. And it's also a safe place to say, you know what? I'm not doing so good. And we can do that. Pun? Yes. I'm beginning to worry about my obsession with technology. I told my doctor I think I'm addicted to Twitch. He replied, okay, I don't follow you. Oh! Okay. Fist bump. Badumtis. Oh my gosh. Oh, Lily. Oh, Lily. This is now going to become one of my favorite puns. That is absolutely okay. I like that. I mean, granted, I'm old. We get amused by a lot of things. And I do know people who go like, I don't get it. It's like, okay, so when you're on somewhere, you follow someone. But that is brilliant. That is absolutely brilliant. Oh my gosh. You should take that and put it as a part of your description on your channel. That would be so cool. If you have Twitter, tweet that. That is so neat. I like that. I really do. So you're saying the doctor doesn't subscribe? And now JJ comes out of the gate with a counter pun. Oh my gosh. See, this is fun. This is, I don't know about anybody else, but this was exactly what I needed following the meeting I had. This is, this is a fun zone. This is a safe zone. Now, by the way, before I forget, now, normally Saturdays is Survival Saturday. I have a meeting. Thank you. I'll be live all week. Yes. Be sure to tip your waitresses and waiters. This Saturday, I have a meeting that will take up most of the early part of the day and will probably go until about 3 o'clock my time. I will still do Survival Saturday, but I will be streaming it later on. And I know this is like twice in 1 week that the schedule has been mucked with, and it's like, oh my gosh. But thank you. I'll be live all week. Yes. Yeah, Lily and JJ, a new Vegas lounge act. But so Survival Saturday will be later on in the afternoon, but I will be streaming a game because if I'm the gaming doc, if I spend, 5 days a week being doc, we got to bring in the gamer somewhere. So I am working on learning Sea of Thieves. So, I will take any advice that I can get on Sea of Thieves. But I don't know. I usually stream Don't Starve because, I'm kind of playing with that right now. So I think we'll probably still do Don't Starve. And at some point, I will be doing Sea of Thieves as soon as I get some of the game mechanics down a little bit more. But I've only played it a couple of times. Okay, Deadite! Oh, love your face, beautiful. Oh, love you too, folks. Deadite. I'm telling you, if you mention Sea of Thieves, it's like conjuring Deadite. It's like saying Beetlejuice 3 times. You bring up Sea of Thieves, the queen of Sea of Thieves shows up. And, I don't know why. And thank you. Oh, 6 months. It's like our anniversary. But we need to get in because she is going to teach me that. We're gonna learn that. My biggest thing is that I can't pick up anything because I can't find where the little, is there like supposed to be like a little dot or something that will land on something that I can interact with, because I haven't been able to find one and it's upsetting me. This Saturday my dance card is full with Pocket's birthday. Okay, y'all, you need to go and click on Deadite Girl's name. You need to follow Deadite Girl because one, she is like, queen on so many games. And two, Pocket, you gotta meet Pocket. And I am saving up points in LiveStream, my channel points, just to save up enough to be able to have Pocket play. So just look at it and hit E. Just look at it. And it's like, I've been trying to, I don't know when I'm exactly looking at something. I know I am a total noob with this, and it's like 2 more years and she can stream, and that will pass by so quickly. Oh my gosh. It should pop up words saying what it is. It's like I killed a chicken, and I felt kind of bad about it, but it's like I could see the chicken leg there, but I couldn't pick it up. So it's like, how do I pick up the chicken? But anyway, I'm learning. I'm getting it down. So at some point, I will be ready enough. Oh, Gothic Design! Oh my gosh, thank you so much for the raid. Thank you for coming in, Gothic. Oh, if your food inventory is full, you can't. Oh, okay. Goth, hello, how are you? Okay, folks, it's like, all right, JJ, can you do me a favor and do the exclamation point shout out for Deadite and for Gothic Design? Because I don't know why my chatbot is not doing those announcement things. Maybe I have to reset it again. I don't know. Why is it? Because it says that it's connected, but it's not doing the thing. So maybe I've got to... yours popped up. Oh, okay. Yours popped up. Oh, yeah, there it is. Okay. So, I don't know. But anyway, Gothraid, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Be right back. I need food to cut this bracelet off my wrist from the hospital. Oh, wow. Gothic Design. Okay, folks. Go and have fun and enjoy, Gothic Design, who is a really, really, really sweet... Oh, thank you, JJ. Oh, thank you for the raid the other day. Mwah! My absolute pleasure. And hey, y'all, Gothic Design is, such... and it's like I was... And Sheila Marcel... Welcome, hello. I'm so happy to have you here. It is so nice to meet you. And if you have a stream that you would like to, to shout out, I know that Twitch etiquette, you don't usually do that. In my stream, it's okay. So if you're a streamer, then please let us know what you stream. Also DM'd you the results. Oh, yes. Thank you. You too. Absolutely. And, hey, folks, go give Sheila you can click on the name. And that's my favorite part about this, is that you can go through, just click on a name, go over there, follow, check them out. Let's see. JJ the buddy. Yep. But anyway, we did a raid over with Gothic Design. And first off, so Gothic, you have a lovely voice. You have a very, very nice voice. And, I stream diamond painting and Stardew Valley. Yes. Stardew Valley. Oh my gosh. This is, I love Stardew Valley. I've got one game. I'm like 7 years in. Harvey and I have been married for, like 7 years, and we have 2 kids. And also something about Gothic Design is really such an attention to the chat and to what's going on in it and interacting with it. That, to me, always looking for more people to play with me. Now that, now that it's a communal thing, yeah, absolutely. And I'm in California, so, Pacific time. Goth is an amazeballs artist. Absolutely. And, go over, check out, go to the channel page, link on all that stuff, because, the idea, and as far as I'm concerned, I can stare into the human brain with more comfort than if I had to pick up a pencil and put it in my hand, or to draw anything, or to try to create something like that. Artists, and hey, Deadite Girl is one. Folks who do art, it amazes me how someone can take something from their brain and bring it out to where other people can see it, and that it looks like that. That is such a skill. That is such a, it's like, I'm going into year 4 and dating the entire town. Yes! Can't decide who to marry. Oh, man. Nah, Deadeye. And the fact that, and what y'all, this is also why you need to go follow Deadeye, is because of the fact cosplay. She is just, amazing, and some of the stuff that she does. I mean, you check out her page and you can see some of the stuff that she does. Goth is wonderful. I've watched him for years. Oh, I just started up, and it's like I am just so hooked. and this is like such the reason why when people talk about, platforms like this and saying they're nothing but toxic, that's why I say it's not true at all. It is not true. People have such an amazing capacity. There's so many talents. I mean, there's some people who stream cooking. There's some people who stream gaming, which is its own, in my mind, is its own art form. And, people who do art and people who talk. There is so many amazing qualities that, the idea of, literally throwing the whole thing out just because of a few trolls who are the exception and not the rule. So, if it is possible for people to see that other side of Twitch, to see that side of streaming and of games that isn't just about, rage quitting and trolls, to see that there is fun, to see that there is art, to see there's creativity, and people who are able to do art and share that, I mean, it is just amazing. And I hope you guys realize how amazing what you do is. It's not like, oh, well, I don't, it's not that big a deal. It is. Believe me, it is. It's a big deal to those of us who look and go, wow, how did they create that? How did they do that? I wish I could do that. And by doing it and sharing it, you give all the rest of us permission to try. Because every single person who, and I've watched, and, there's like Mad Cujo and there's a lot of people who do art. And everyone that I've seen always says, no, you could do this, and it's so encouraging. And it's that encouraging, Ms. Payne. Oh, who, Elaine? Elaine the Payne? Being able to share what you have, to share what you do. Yep, Elaine. Oh, I love Elaine. Oh my God, Elaine is just so adorable. And a part of, and for those of you who don't know about the Nameless Family, it's a community that I am so blessed to be a part of, and they're gamers who really exemplify the best in that, that go out of their way to help out people, that go out of their way to support. I mean, I just started a stream, and I had, I hadn't really, I barely knew, what was what. And I mean, I've said this before, narrow-minded gaming was the one who got me on Twitch. It took him a year, I exaggerate not, to talk me into it. And when he was talking me into it, and he goes, well, and then we'll get you set up on Discord. And I said, what's Discord? And he's like, oh, wow. So, you know, having so many people walk me through this, and, you know, knowing that if I don't know how to do something, I can go over to like Nameless Family, and, you know, and I can ask almost anybody. It's like, hey, you know, do you know how to do this? And, you know, can you help me figure out how to make this work? Or how do I stream and play a game at the same time? And it's just been so amazing. And having a community, because, you know, that's what the world needs to know about. The world needs to know about you guys. The world needs to know that, you know, the ones who make us all look bad are not, you know, the rule. That, you know, it's, yeah, shock and, you know, oh yeah, you know, and all this negativity, that there's so much positivity that's here, that there is so much opportunity to not just be helped, but to help other people. And I mean, that's my favorite part about this. I have, you know, just watching folks game, I'm learning. So it's like free tutorials on playing a game. And I know if I have a question, I can say, you know, it's like, well, wait a minute, how do you do that? And bam, it's right there. And, you know, and sometimes people need that. Sometimes people need a safe space. And it's weird how a safe space can be created with strangers, with people we've never met. Nurse! Hello, nurse. You know, Animaniacs. But oh, welcome. I hope you're feeling better. I hope that, you know, you're feeling a little bit better today. Good afternoon to you too. And I hope you guys are all doing well. Hi. And you came in like just in time, because hashtag best cartoon. Yes. Doing okay. Well, hopefully you're resting well and taking it easy. And you know, just everybody, please take care of yourselves. I went through like actually several months where my not taking care of myself caught up with me, and I had to take time to be able to do that. In some ways I had to relearn how to take care of myself. So please take care of yourselves. Take care of, you know, that wonderful, precious being that you are. Because, and I will keep saying it, you are the only you in all of the universe. You're the only you that has ever been, and you're the only you that will ever be. So what that does is it makes you special, it makes you sacred, and most of all, it makes you necessary. Because as the only you in all of the universe wouldn't be the same or even complete without you. So, that's going to be our time for today. I actually have to go and go do my doctor thing. I've got some patients and I've got to drive down into the valley in order to do that. Oh, Sheila, thank you for the follow. Thank you so much. And I am definitely going to be following back. And, you know, I want to thank everybody. Oh, Daddy, thank you for the bits. Thank you so much. I will send you a message later on. I should be back at around 3 o'clock. Well, 3 o'clock Pacific time. Best doc ever. Oh, you have no idea how much I wish I was there to help you with your thumb. Oh, thank you. There's someone in this world that's a copy of me, my twin. Oh my gosh, you guys are all amazing. And I also want to give a great big old thank you and appreciation to all those hanging out in the Loving Lurkers Lounge. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for the raids. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the love. And we're gonna have that wonderful train going. Let's see, who can we Do 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 do. Who can we go and give a raid to? Who can we, give a nice, good, exciting good morning to? Let's see. And I go back to the list because it's like, oh, wait a minute. Okay, let's see. Are they? Because I like to, QB is on. QB Junkie. You know what? Okay. Gothic Design. Bingo. We will give a raid to QB Junkie. Okay. Whoop. Doot. AID. Okay, let me make sure that I get this correct. Yes, watching an old boomer try to go, did I get that right? Did I get that right? No, I did not. Okay. It was QB Jinky. Alrighty. So we're going to go and we're going to give a raid to QB Junkie. And we are going to, keep that fun train rolling. Thank you so much for being here. If you can come along, awesome. If you can't, have a wonderful, blessed morning, afternoon, evening, or night. And as always, I wish you balance and I wish you blessings from my heart to yours. Love you. And oh, he's not on? Let's see. Wait. Let's see. Well, he's listed on there, or did he just go offline? Do we want to do someone else? He is on. Okay. Yeah. No. Yeah. It looks like. Okay. Let me just click onto him and. Okay. Well, it looks like he is up. He says he's playing 7 days. Yep. Well, there's a commercial right now. Invalid username. Yeah, he just never shows up as live on Discord. Okay. Oh, QB1 Junkie. Okay. NKIE. Okay, QB1 Junkie. We're going to go do a raid over there, and everyone have a wonderful time. We will be back tomorrow at our regular time of 9 a.m. And if you want to, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please contact me through messages. Anyway, see you tomorrow. Bye.